Hey guys, this is just a short video to better explain how our pay-per-call WordPress plugin works from the customer perspective, because there's been a few questions that we've had, and it might make it easier just to do a video on it to kind of show how things work. Basically, what our software does is it allows you to have a website, and we use WordPress, and that's pretty much the most popular blogging website on the internet today, and to actually turn that into a pay-per-call website, which means that customers can go to your website, they can read about you, anything that you might post about yourself, videos and images, anything you want to post. And you can also create pay-per-call items. So for example, if you wanted to allow somebody to connect to you over the phone, and you wanted to make a 30-minute phone call and you wanted to charge the customer $45, then basically when the customer goes to your website, they can view all the details that you've posted about yourself. It's very easy to use. That's why we chose WordPress. But they can also see those pay-per-call items listed on your website, and at any time they can click to order any of those items. Now, we designed a system to be as easy to use as possible. So for example, if I was a customer and I was going to your website, I would view your pay-per-call items, I would click on a link to order the call item, and what would happen from your perspective is you would receive a phone call. This would be an automated phone call, and it would ask you if you're available to accept the call. So basically you would hear something like, customer so-and-so is trying to order a 30-minute call from your website. Press any key if you're available to accept the call. If you press any key, then you would hear a notification saying that we will now let the customer know that you are available, and then that first call, the verification call, would then end. Now, it's important to point out that the customer will not have your personal phone number or any information like that. Instead, the call routes through a private carrier, similar to like AT&T. We use a company called Twilio, which allows us to program calls back and forth between customers and your website. So after you press any key, the customer will then see on their screen that you are available. Next, the customer will be directed to your PayPal account to pay for the call. So in this example, if it's a 30-minute call for $45, the customer will be directed to your PayPal account to go ahead and enter their credit card details and spend $45 to order the call. And the good thing about that is that it's a very little percentage as far as what PayPal charges to process any transactions, and plus you get to keep 100% of the profit. So if it's $45, then you get to keep $45. I think PayPal charges like a 3% transaction fee. I'm not quite sure on that, but it's very small. The bottom line is you get to keep pretty much all the money, and it goes through a safe and a trusted payment processor, PayPal. After the customer completes the transaction through PayPal, they are then redirected back to your website, and they receive a phone number along with a unique calling code to enter. The customer then just dials the phone number. They're asked to enter in a PIN code, and that's their calling code that they see. It's a 6-digit number. They enter that in. You will then receive a phone call letting you know that you'll know who the customer name is. It'll say customer so-and-so has paid for a 30-minute phone call. Press any key to accept. Once you press any key, you'll be connected to the customer for the duration of the call. At the end of the 30 minutes, the call terminates. Now, to make things even easier for the customers, we have included a private member area for every customer that registers on your website. And what that does is it allows them to log in, and they can see the phone number and the calling code to enter in order to connect to you. They'll also be able to see every pay-per-minute call item that you've created. So it's very simple. So in this instance, let's say, for example, that I did order a 30-minute call, and I paid the $45. I was then redirected back to your website where there's a phone number displayed along with a calling code to enter, and for whatever reason I clicked away from the site, or I closed the window, or I just forgot the calling code, I could just simply log into the member section of your website, and I can see that I have a current active call and I could see the phone number and the calling code to enter. So it's incredibly easy for the customer to use. Customers can reorder the same pay-per-call items, or they can even contact you and ask if you can create a special pay-per-call item for them. In this scenario, let's say, for example, that I wanted to speak to you for 30 minutes, but instead of $45, I only had $40. Well, if I'm a regular customer and that's something that's acceptable to you, you can create your own pay-per-call item and set the rate at $40, and then let me know, and I would see that on your website and I could order that as well. But these pay-per-call items that display on your website can be changed and edited by you at any time. You can create as many as you want, and a customer can keep ordering the same pay-per-call item over and over if they wish, or they can order different pay-per-call items. For example, a customer may want to just order a 5-minute pay-per-call item just to get to know you, and then over time they're ordering 2-hour pay-per-call items because they're familiar with you and they want to chat with you longer. And this can be used for pretty much any purpose. If you have an expertise in any particular field, or even if you just want to be an online friend, just somebody to talk to. There's a lot of people online that they have things they want to talk about that they don't necessarily want to tell their close friends or family, and this is a great service to use. But either way, we've made it incredibly easy for the customer. And in another video we're going to put together, we're going to show exactly how it works from the website owner perspective, basically what you would see and the different features that would be available to you.